God, Scorpio. I've been doing too many readings. Scorpio, you're the last. Just this month. That's it. Just 1 month. Just for the Sagittarius season. Then you'll be the second to last next month. So anyway, this is a general reading, Scorpio. This is your reading for December the 4th through December the 10th. There's a lot going on astrologically, and you'll need to look at some other the other videos for that, because there's this full big supermoon in Gemini, and there's all these mutable energies. And I will say that on the 9th, Mars moves into Scorpio, so you'll be feeling that. And Mars is at home in Scorpio. Okay, so this is general reading. Information if you want a personal reading is below. I'm doing these, I'm offering for a limited time only, 1-question readings for only $15, so that everybody can afford a reading. You know, I'd like everybody to be able to tap into this wonderful divinity tool. And okay, so please follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Those links will be below. This is for your sun, moon and rising. You'll also find those links below. If you'd like to know a little bit more about myself and live in the solution, I have posted a link to an interview there, so you can find a little bit more, get intimately acquainted with me. Next, what else? I think that, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate you. So let's go to your cards, Scorpio. And the first card that comes up for you is the 7 of Swords, right? 7 of Swords indicates that something nefarious going on, some kind of trickery, some secrets. That's very you, Scorpio, secretive. The master of secrets. This also is avoidance, and this is avoiding confrontation. It's almost like in some tarot decks they say that this is a very astute person by, you know, handling this situation by avoiding, and therefore kind of knocking their opponent off guard. But I don't see that well, look, this is a fluid reading, so these energies can come in at any time. It's not just, you know, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week and the end of the week. So this could be picked up in a minute with another card here. But this, to clarify this card, I've got the Devil and the 9 of Pentacles. Now, I have a feeling that you or someone very close to you is having an addiction problem. Now, it could be an addiction to shopping, it could be an addiction to stealing, it could be because, you know, the material, 9 of Pentacles is here. So addicted to money, there's something nefarious going on here. And it's either you or someone you know that's very close to you, and it's affecting you. So it's a secret that I think will come out. So I think it's a time to address it. I feel that it's being avoided. You know about it. It's either you that's engaging in this addictive behavior, or someone close to you, and you know about it, but you're avoiding it. You're avoiding talking about it. You're avoiding bringing it out into the open. But I think it's time, Scorpio. I think it's time to kind of come out and own up and get some help for it. I see you can easily get help. Now, the next card that comes up is the Knight of Cups. This is about moving forward, you know, and this can mean, you know, a lover. This can mean your lover. It can mean a lover coming in. And this is somebody that stuffs their emotions. So this could be you, or this person who's doing something that's, you know, not healthy for them. So this is about stuffing and avoiding looking at things and avoiding your feelings. Now, right underneath this, because that's why you look, he's, you know, he's holding the cup, but he's got all, you know, he's got all this armor on, right? So it's almost like this, as I'm saying it, this addiction is the armor, right? Not addressing feelings that are there, or emotions, deep emotions. Now, to clarify, the Knight of Cups, we've got the Justice card. Balance, darling. Justice is balance. It's like doing the right thing for the right reasons. It's a karmic card. It's something, you know, it's litigation that comes out in your favor, but this is emotion. There's emotions. I'm getting this as an emotional balance that you need. Listen, I'm sorry, I've got a cold, so please forgive my raspy voice. And I have a feeling, oh, sorry, I've got my tea too, my tea and my, I have a feeling, if somebody's doing something, darling, you've got to be very careful. This is the Justice card. This is the karmic card. Karma is coming into play here. So you really want to address this either with, if it's somebody else, with your lover or a friend or family member, because if this continues, it doesn't look as though it's going to play out well. But I have a feeling that you're ready to talk about it and address it. Now, you've got the Five of Swords, which is about embarrassment. Yeah, I hate to say it, but it seems like it's you, Scorpio. I feel like you're doing something that's not good for you. I don't know what only you can answer what it is. But when the Five of Swords comes in, it's saying that there is conflict. This can be internal conflict. This is embarrassment. This is like not wanting to be open about it. Now, if you see at the bottom of the Five of Swords, there's the dragonfly, and the dragonfly signifies looking at this from a different point of view, and being able to laugh at yourself, taking this, being creative, taking it, looking at this from a different perspective, handling it, for sure, handling it, but more perhaps, I want to say light-hearted, but okay, so underneath this isn't the first time that this coupling has come up today, these cards. So this is the clarification, which is the King of Swords, right? Now the King, sorry, not the King of Swords, the King of Wands. This is saying that you have to really look, he's really busy and he's creative and he's a multitasker, he's got a lot going on. So this is about, and he's always working very hard, he's got to have multiple projects, he's got to be, like doing all this, he's got to be doing everything or he loses interest. So this is about coming at this with a creative, working really hard to come up with a creative resolution for this. And being light-hearted. This is a charming leader. He's the super dad. He's the incredible career person. He's a businessman. He's just gregarious and charming. So this is about it's about really, first of all, you've got to handle this. And you've got to look at it. And this is the perfect time to look at it with Mercury in retrograde, right? Mercury's retrograde with the full moon in Gemini. And I mean, the moon is T-squaring Neptune, and oh my goodness, Jupiter is trining Neptune. There's all these mutable energies. There's really cool energies and harmonious energies, and then there's these challenging energies too. So it's going to be like up and down and up and down. So I see some kind of emotional thing here, but I see, listen, this is not something that needs to be, that it cannot be ignored. This embarrassment, and it's almost like shame and embarrassment, you can't ignore this. You've got to address it. And with Mercury in retrograde, this is a perfect time to address it. Look at it. Look at these feelings. Don't avoid them like this. Don't avoid them. Go and look at them and then release them. Now, what's really interesting is that the underlying message, right, is the Nine of Earth, right? This beautiful, the good tarot. And this is about all your problems coming to an end, right? And you're almost at the finish line. So I feel that this is, look, it's almost like we're in the last month of the zodiac for this year, and we are in month of the year where we are in this place where we need to review everything, and we've got to focus on what's working, right? But you must address these addictions, you know, the addiction to shopping, or addiction to stealing, or there's some kind of addiction going on. That's what I'm getting. And it's, you know, it's a secret. You haven't admitted it you haven't admitted it to people, and you've got to take this, you've got to release this, you've got to address it and release it. And you know, listen, you're okay, you're going to be fine. You don't need to engage. There's a reason you're engaging in this self-destructive behavior. And it's about looking at that. It's about really connecting the dots. This is a perfect time to do it, Scorpio. Get deep. You are deep. You can really get to the root of what's going on. And this time is conducive to that. You know, this is where you can get deep. Go down in the dirt and really dig down. Look at it. You've been avoiding this for too long, Scorpio. You really, and you know, listen, really, look, you need to look at this from a balanced and neutral situation. You've got to come at this, you've got to look at it. It's just, that's it. You've got to address it. You've got to address it. You know, you before you can move on. You know, it's blocking you. It's self-destructive. You don't want this self-destructive behavior. You need to move on. Things are really good for you. Look, things are coming to fruition for you. It's like everything is going to manifest for you when you address this issue, whatever's going on. And of course, Scorpio, don't be offended. This is just, you know, this is a general reading, and maybe you can interpret this in a different way for yourself. But for some of you, this is a message that I'm getting for you, and it's about taking note and really listening to it. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.